We've come to Venice. We've come here because Joe's mum, whose birthday is, always wanted to come to Venice. So we're here. We're going to explore. Don't really know a lot about Venice. My Venice knowledge extends as far as the James Bond films. So it's in Moonraker and Casino Royale, of course. So that's about all I know about Venice, to be honest. But we're here, we're going to explore, we're going to go see St. Mark's Square, eat some pizza, some gelato, and pasta, obviously, you know, because we're in Italy, you've got to have pasta. But we're here for 2 days, we're just having a little Christmassy break, really. I decided to walk while on the Travelator because it's just too darn slow for me. I want to get out and explore Italy and eat some pasta. This is honestly the slowest Travelator I've ever been on. How slow it's going. I've been stood at the end of the Travelator for about 5 minutes now, waiting for Joe and Shirley. Joe is definitely her mother's daughter. The water, although is there a ferry? That's the big question. Joe's got a new scarf.
So soft. Oh, it's lovely.
What is it made of? It's like
It's
velvet.
polyester.
Grazie. Used my first Italian word there, said
Huh?
grazie to that man.
I say gracias to the other man.
Gracias is Spanish.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's bright. We've arrived in actual Venice after what felt like the longest ferry ride ever. Oh, Joe, you're gonna love it here. They sell a lot of tat, a lot of Italian tat. I love that. I love that of all the things here, you got obsessed over the pizza cutter. I might get a master take home.
Gondola.
Oh, there's so many things. I'm going to spend a lot of money here, I can already realise. There's the classic gondolas.
Oh, nice.
There they are. We'll go in one of those at some point, maybe when it's less choppy. No. Joe's looking for where we got to go. Hard Rock Cafe.
Venice or London.
We'll better go for the Venice one, seeing as we're here. We are in a little bit of a rush because we've got to try and meet our Airbnb lady. But look how nice it is today. Blue sky. Oh, we're on St. Mark's Square, which is right there. Where's it saying we got to go
Straight
then?
on, turn left.
We're looking for our Airbnb, which is quite close to here, but so we're in a little bit of a rush. But it's very pretty. Look at that. Shirley's back there. Usually when I go to these types of countries, I know a little bit of the language, but honestly, I don't know Italian. I can do ciao. I only found out on the way here that ciao means hello and goodbye, which, how are they going to know if I'm saying hello or goodbye? Maybe I'll be arriving in a place, but I'll be passing through quickly, so I might be saying goodbye as I go. They won't know. I'm just going to say ciao everywhere I go. Hopefully they get the gist. Where have we got to go then?
Right, sorry, I'm directing.
Joe's directing, and oh, literally, the pigeons here have absolutely no fear. So we've just checked into our Airbnb. We have stayed in some Airbnbs in our time, but I reckon, Joe, do you reckon this is better than the New York one? I'm going to start here. This is the front door. This is where you come in. First bedroom here. Good size. Coming through to the main living area.
What's this up here? This nut caramel nut.
The girls are exploring the kitchen at the moment. So this is the main living area. Nice big table, dining area, TV there. I don't think we'll have time to use that. Then you've got some concept art. I've never really been there. But look at the view, honestly. This Airbnb is, oh, they gave us coffee as well. Which, as you know, I appreciate a good cup of coffee. But look at this. If you're going to come to Venice, you want this view. Look at that. The gondolas are down there. You've got St. Mark's Square. You've got the sunset. We've got a little balcony. I don't know if it's particularly safe to sit on. This is probably safe to sit on, isn't it?
Stone.
It's been there for 3 million years or whatever. And then just down there, look at that, honestly. We have found a gem here. This right here is an advert for why you should stay in an Airbnb and not a hotel, because you get to meet new people. We met the lady who owns this and she was very nice. I mean, look at that for a view. Got a nice big double bathroom here. Boiler on the wall. There's a hairdryer.
There's a hairdryer.
Hairdryer. Big mirror. A couple of complimentary soaps. Are you making a coffee already?
Yeah.
Come on. It's the bathroom. And then, can you switch the light on in there? And then this is mine and Joe's room. Got the floor length mirror, of course, an essential. Towels. Joe's just gone in here.
Come away.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. I thought it was a Joe. Do you know what? I thought it was a cupboard and you were hiding. I think the plan. What do you think the plan should be, Shelley? What should we do?
Let's go to the supermarket. It sounds stupid, but I'm going to go to the supermarket. I'm going to get some olives.
Do you know what? You are just like Joe, because when we went to America, her favourite thing to do every day was to go and visit the supermarket. So I think we're going to go to the supermarket, get some cheeses, some wine, some olives, some bread, some wine. Did I say wine already? I think I probably did. Just shows how much I want to try some wine. Maybe some limoncello. And yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do a little shop for the apartment. We're only here for 2 days, but you know, you want to have some food to come back to and some wine and stuff. And then we're going to go out for a nice Italian meal. Venice is actually quite a small city, which means that you don't have to walk very far to do anything. Everything's like 10 minutes away. So yeah, I think the plan is we'll probably just have a wander and explore and that. But right now we're just enjoying. Look, there's a gondola there just going past. Lovely, 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 lovely. Look what we're doing.
You can swap and sit here to get a good picture.
So good. Oh my gosh, we're in a gondola.
Yay!
There's our guy rowing us along.
Oh, look at this.
Not bad, is it?
Nice. Yeah, let me get more of this view in.
Ice cream parlour.
It feels. Oh yes, right by our apartment. By the way, our apartment is just up there. That's where we're staying, up the top there.
Oh, this bit here, look. Oh, Ash, we've got the best photograph ever.
I have.
Whoa.
I feel like it's like top heavy on my, like leaning towards my side. I'm too fat.
Ah.
Look at Alice. Oh, here we go, we're going under. Oh, into the darkness. Going under a bridge.
Going under a bridge.
Ooh, darkness. It's really beautiful and really peaceful. If you're going to do one of these, I recommend a nighttime one, and there is the Venice smell. The water does smell a bit,
Only now.
but it's so pretty here, honestly.
That bridge is so busy.
That is stunning.
We're going to be on photograph.
Yeah.
City Hall, quick, quick, quick. Come here, quick, 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 quick.
Shelley's freaking out. There's too much to take
Too much,
pictures
there's
of.
too much. It's so too beautiful.
Always wanted to come and do this in Venice, and it lived up to expectations. Honestly, you got the sunset just going down in front of me there, which you can't see at the moment. That bridge there is apparently, what was he said, the first bridge in Venice?
Yeah.
That bridge that you can see in the top corner is the first bridge ever made in Venice, and it's just beautiful. Look, the sparkles on the water, and there's our guy steering us along. Beautiful, really amazing. Don't let people put you off doing a gondola when you come to Venice, because everyone says it's very touristy, but you have to do it, and I recommend doing it just when the sun's going down, because it's so peaceful. Really, really worth the money and worth your time as well. Our gondola there. Yes, I do. I'll have to get it in the airport though, because I won't be.
Oh, that's true.
But yes, that is the one. So many tasties. Oh, it's Scotch eggs. Apparently Venice is famous for its like masquerade masks. What do you reckon? Yes, no. Just trying on this. So we think that these platforms here were put up as temporary walkways when the flood was here a few weeks back. So that is how high the water was here in St. Mark's Square. We were just saying how beautiful this looks at night. Stunning. Talking of stunning, there she is. You're dancing again in public. Hello everyone, it's day 2 in Venice. I didn't really video very much last night because I was having too much fun, to be honest. We were wandering around in the dark. We went on the gondola, as you saw, did a little bit of shopping, got a few bottles of wine, some cheese and stuff. We went to this lovely Italian restaurant, really, really authentic and nice. Had a nice, we had a pizza and some, I've forgotten what it was, seafood pasta, and it was, oh my gosh, it was so good. And a bottle of wine as well, so we had a nice night out. We were walking around in Venice, kind of getting lost in the streets in the dark. It was lovely. And then we came back and had a game of cards and hit the hay eventually, pretty late. But I didn't really video because I was just enjoying myself and just living in the moment, which is very important. But today I'll try and get a bit more video. But look at this, honestly, I just feel so blessed to be staying here with this view. The gondolas usually are there, but for some reason today they're further up, and they're moored a bit further up the upstream. Is it a stream? No, it's a canal, isn't it? Joe and Shirley are arguing over which type of shoes is going to be best for today. Fortunately, I only brought one pair of shoes, and that's my Italian brogues. Very appropriate, being in Italy. I don't need to argue about what shoes I'm going to wear because I've only got the one option. Today, yeah, we're just going to explore and enjoy Venice. It's not quite as sunny today as it was yesterday. A little bit grayer, but we're going to have a look around anyway. One thing I will say about holidaying with two women, particularly these two women, you have to wait a long time if you want to go anywhere. I've been stood here now for about 10 minutes with the door open, ready to go. Maybe I just keep wandering off and going to the bathroom, faffing about with the windows and the bags. Come on, I want to go and explore.
The water's risen higher, that's why they can't.
That's why. This is where the boats were yesterday, but they've moved them all down there. I think it's because the water's a lot higher today. Ah, so that'll be what it is. It's bubbling up through the... This wasn't here yesterday though, so this has literally come about overnight. But yeah, a little bit of flooding. That explains why they were moving all the boats further up. Shame we didn't bring our wellies. Joe and me saw somebody on the flight who had wellies on as well, and we sort of laughed at her and said, oh, you won't need those, it's all gone. But she knew.
Wow.
Wow, St. Mark's Square is pretty wet. What's going on today?
Wow.
Okay. Definitely can't walk in that.
Oh my god.
Oh, there you are.
They've got their wellies on.
Flooded out. A little pathway through the middle. Even since the time we've been here, the water was like there, but since we've been stood here for like 5 minutes, it's come right up. I don't understand though how this has happened, because it didn't even rain last night.
The drains are overflowing, it's coming up.
Oh yes, look at that. You can see the water is coming up through the drains and filling the world famous St. Mark's Square. The pigeons are still here though. They won't be moved easily. We thought the floods had subsided, and the weird thing is it didn't even rain last night, so I don't really know where all the flood water's coming from. It's just literally coming up through the paving stones. They put these walkways out so that everyone can access the
It wouldn't
church.
be us to arrive.
Now, would you go on this then?
We were very
Go on the ride.
We're on. Nice tree though.
Yeah.
And the canal front is fine actually, there's no flooding over there.
I laughed at that lady with wellies.
Yeah. We're on the footpath, getting ourselves to dry land once again. We don't know. We're worried that maybe we might not be able to get back to our apartment later, but you know, what can you do? You can't put your day on hold, so we're just going to keep exploring. Which one do you like?
You like this one the best?
That one.
That's that one. You like that one?
I do like that one.
Sorry.
That one. Yeah. Ended up buying a little painting for the flat. 50 euros for that one that we were just looking at. And it goes really well with the one. We got one in Nice as well. We went to Nice. But this one will go really nicely with it. So that was the one thing that I wanted to bring home, a little painting to go up on the wall. So that is going to look really nice when we get home. More paintings.
More pink.
Literally though. Trying to find the Rialto Bridge at the moment. We don't really know where that is. Our day so far has been dictated by, if a road is dry, we walk down it. If a road is wet, we don't, because we don't have wellies on. But yeah, we thought the flooding was over, but it's still very much happening today anyway. So, but it's fun, you know. We'll always be able to say we came to Venice that time it flooded. Although I don't know, maybe this just happens all the time. Who knows? Ooh. That looks like my sort of shop. If Joe and me were Pinocchio statues, we'd be those two. You've got Joe playing the violin, you've got me playing football. And there it is, there's the bridge, the famous bridge. Look at that for a view. This is Rialto Bridge in Venice. Probably the most beautiful bit of Venice I've been to so far. I think when you see it in the films, this is the bit that you see, basically. So, wow. Views for days. Pigeons everywhere. Flooded.
Yeah.
They're not getting any business today, are they? Any of these cafes?
Yeah. Oh no, look at that one. That one's got people in it there. Loads of people in there.
Honestly, we were just saying this is just one of those places that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world, isn't it? Like it just, where else in the world do you have that? We've been to some cities this year. We've been to Washington DC and New York and Paris and where else have we been? I think that's it. We've done anyway. Even just those, that's pretty good. But Venice, this view right here is probably the best that I've seen. Gone for some hot wine, Joe. How's your hot wine?
It's actually delicious.
Yeah. Is it just mulled wine, basically?
Yeah.
Little glass of mulled wine
I couldn't have a whole one because
to fend off the flood water. It's very nice, actually. Very warming. It's not a particularly cold day here in Venice, but it's always nice to be warm. Oh goodness! There's a lot of. Oh wow! Got a lot of cake. That must be a pistachio one. Show me your hat.
Oh, pink, berry,
You got on. You got pink one.
a blue one.
So we've stopped for a little treat. We've all gone for a little hot chocolate each. If you're in Germany, that would be called a heiße Schokolade.
Heiße Schokolade.
But we're not. We're in Italy. I don't know what it is here.
Heiße
And
Schokolade.
all of these treats as well. By the way, I think when you were showing me the hats, I think the video cut out before we got to this one.
Does it go with the bag? Or not?
It does. Joe's been shopping. She's bought a scarf, a bag, and about 20 hats. And we've only got hand
And you
luggage,
still
and I
get
don't know.
gloves.
I don't know how you're going to get all that home. It's been a good day. Have you enjoyed today, Joe?
Yeah.
It's been a good day. Although we've literally been walking down streets because they're not flooded. If there's a flooded street in Venice, we've not gone down it today because everyone's buying like things for like their leg that covers all of the things for their leg that covers their trousers and shoes so they don't get wet. But we didn't want to buy those, so we've just been walking down all the dry streets. But nice to have a little break. Joe's having the time of her life. So I've actually just been sent out to get some dinner for us. It's been a busy day and a long day, and I think everybody was getting a bit tired. So we figured we'd have a night in at our Airbnb. We're heading home tomorrow. It is just a quick visit, but we thought we'd actually just spend tonight in. Packed a lot in today and yesterday, so it's kind of got to the point now where we just need to unwind, I think, have a bottle of wine, maybe a couple of bottles of wine. But you know, there's worse places to be walking to find something to eat. Just hanging out on St. Mark's Square. Well, I've just been to a pizza place and put in an order for a pizza and a couple of bits of lasagna, which we're going to have for dinner. Oh, this is pretty. Look at this. Hold on. There you go. And now look at me again. I've also been told on no uncertain terms by Shirley that I have to pick up at least 2 bottles of wine. So, Shirley, your wish is my command. 2 bottles of wine coming right bloody up. Our trip is over. We're saying goodbye to Venice this morning. Saying goodbye to all the gondolas. Saying goodbye to Zara. Saying goodbye to our apartment up there somewhere. Now it's the time to go and get the flight and head back to the UK for Christmas time. Much more dry here than it was yesterday. Remember yesterday, this was all full of water. How did they get rid of it so quickly? They must have incredible drains. These are the Venetian drains, very Roman, very old school. As beautiful as this is though, St. Mark's Square, I still don't really know what St. Mark's Square is actually for. What's it for? We don't know. It's just pretty. These are the walkways that we walked on yesterday because all this was flooded out. Today, dry as a bone.
Nice sunrise.
Lovely sunrise over there. There we go, just like that, we are back in good old Bristol. We're in Bristol.